Alright, what is up you guys? Welcome back to another video. So this video is going to be about my name change. Yeah, so I got my name changed actually in 2013. This is one thing that I felt like at the time was like one of the first things in one of the first major steps in my personal transition. I feel like that is I feel like that's a thing for a lot of people. Just like actually changing your name, whether that's with your family or your friends, or whether that's actually legally. I think once people change their name, they feel pretty good about it. So yeah, my name change process was pretty easy, at least here in Oregon. It was. So before I actually got my name legally changed with the courts and the state and the government and all of that, I actually tested out just a lot of different names just to get a feel for it before I actually changed it permanently. So Jaycen wasn't actually the original name that I chose at first. I actually went by, I think, like 2 or 3 names. And also because my middle name was pretty, I would say, more a feminine name, I also was experimenting with that as well and trying to figure out my first name as well as what my middle name was going to be. But I changed my name and I tried it out with my family and friends, and just to see how it felt. And then, so I went through a couple names, and then I finally settled on Jayce. And then I decided to add an N to the end, just because a lot of people look at the name Jayce and the way that it's spelled. I guess people automatically think it's Jayce, even though Jayce is Jaycee. So I feel like Jayce is like, I don't know, I feel like that's a gender neutral name, but I feel like there's a lot more, at least with that spelling, I feel like there's a lot more women that have that name. So I just decided to throw an N on there so people would be like Jaycen, and then I could be like, oh, I go by Jayce or whatever. But yeah, and then I decided, like I said in the last video, I decided to change my name legally with the court system and everything. Yeah, so I personally chose to change my name with the court, just so everything matched up, just so when like your teacher's calling your name out, or your doctor or whoever is calling your name out, they call the right name and they call a name that feels comfortable to you. The only thing with my name change that really sucks, and it's like funny because it's like I think there's only 2 states in the US that don't allow people to actually change their name or their gender on their actual birth certificate. And that is, I believe, either Idaho or Ohio and Tennessee. So if you guys didn't know this, I was actually born in Memphis, Tennessee. So unfortunately, hopefully this will change in the future, but my birth certificate still reads my birth name as well as my birth assigned gender at birth. But yeah, everything else has changed within the system. I still sometimes get documents in the name, in my birth name, but for the most part, it's pretty good. So yeah, that's pretty much it for this video. In the next video, I will talk about the process of getting your name changed, at least the process that I went through here in Oregon. I do know that changing your name does differ state by state, and the things that you have to go through to do that. I know, at least for me, I did have to go through some counseling, like I said before, and then I was able to post my name change within the court system for 2 weeks, and then go in for a scheduled court date, and then finally get my name changed. So it wasn't like a crazy process. I think it took maybe a total of like, I don't know, maybe less than 6 months or so. But yeah, that's pretty much it. And yeah, peace.